These matches almost happened at WrestleMania 41. WrestleMania has come and gone. Some have praised it and others not so much. But what's done is done, and we are now on the road to WrestleMania 42, technically. But the WrestleMania 41 card actually looked quite different than what we got. This is according to a screen grab from a trailer for a new show WWE will soon be releasing called WWE Unreal, a new show that brings the WWE universe behind the scenes in an unprecedented way for WWE. Never would have happened under the old regime, just when we couldn't become even greater marks. But nonetheless, the screen grab was able to show some possible planned matches on a working card for WrestleMania 41. Now that this Unreal trailer has been released, we are able to compare what we got versus what we could have had at one point. I found these matches online translated from the screen grab. Now please take this with a grain of salt. This could be very not real, fake, untrue, whatever word you choose. But for this video's sake, let's pretend it's legit and let's look at what card we may have just gotten at WrestleMania. This is a strange case of Sean, and thank you for joining me. Let's get started. Match number 1, Braun Breaker versus Drew McIntyre. I actually dig the idea for this match and hope to see it sometime in the future. I think maybe this would be more to Drew's liking, as reports were saying he wished for a better place on the card. Him going against a face Braun for the Intercontinental Championship could have been a cool matchup and brutal. Don't think we'll see this anytime soon with the story that they're telling with Braun now, but I'm sure it can be visited sometime again in the future. Match 2, Bad Bunny vs. Dominic Mysterio. This would have been cool for the celebrity involvement because I still don't really know what Travis Scott is doing in WWE. Does anyone? I know Scott said he had a great time, but I don't know if he'll be putting the same effort that Bad Bunny did during his first couple of stints in WWE. Bad Bunny had a fantastic match with Damian Priest at Backlash in Puerto Rico, so we know he's willing to put in the work for a good match, especially at Mania. Dominic being a full-time wrestler would help that. I don't think this would be a 5-star match by any means because, come on, a lot of fans overrate Dom. Yeah, I said it. Not sure why this match couldn't take place. Bad Bunny isn't set to begin touring until July 2025, but maybe he didn't feel he had enough time to get into ring shape. But this is another match that could take place in the future. Maybe we can hope for Bunny to take the IC title off of Dom. Match number 3, for the Women's Tag Team Championships, Becky Lynch and Charlotte versus Io Sky and Asuka. I have mixed feelings about this match. I see the damage control pairing, especially with Kairi Sane being out with an injury, but I also thought Asuka was out. My biggest problem with this match is Charlotte and Becky's relationship. As far as I know, the two are professional, but we know they aren't friends in real life, and their beef has been broadcasted on many platforms for many fans to see right through this pairing. I mean, they could do yet another strange bedfellows pairing, or make the story a repairing of their relationship, but that's not a story I have any real interest in. Match number 4, for the WWE Women's Championship, Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax. Okay. So this makes me think Jade was a potential winner for the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble at a point. But Nia wasn't champion at Royal Rumble time as the event took place in February. So this match was scrapped at a time before that. Honestly, probably for the better. Nia has improved, but I'm not sure how exactly these two would fare in that spot with the championship on the line. But not just that, where does that leave Tiffany Stratton and Naomi? Nia had no place on this year's card besides being involved in a terrible post-Mania roast show. This match seemed penciled in, but very faintly, like when your pencil barely has a tip on it, but you're too lazy to go sharpen it. Match 5, the Wyatt Six versus the Judgment Day. This match is what I thought was the direction we were going in after the Wyatt Six faced off against the Final Testament. I still haven't forgiven WWE for having them lose that feud. Nothing against Cross and that group, but the Wyatt Six needed that victory. Now I believe Bo or Uncle Howdy has or had an injury which has kept the group off of TV. Hopefully they are back soon. This feud would have been sweet, especially with the contrast between the groups. Judgment Day started out like a scary, sort of supernatural group, but changed quickly, and now I don't know how to describe them exactly. But surely different to the Wyatt Six. What's cool about this feud is we could have gotten an 8-person or even a 10-person tag match, depending on the participants. We could have also seen Alexa Bliss return and then join up with Nikki Cross to take on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez in the match. I picture a more intense street fight match than what the Wyatt Six had with American Made. And if they wanted less participants in the match, they could have branched off and had Uncle Howdy face off with Finn Balor in a de facto leader face-off, either on the next night or the same night. I'm really unsure what is happening with the Wyatt Six, and I prefer Judgment Day to disband sooner than later. Match 6. For the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, Rhea Ripley vs. Bianca Belair. I'm not going to touch too much on this since we got this match, but with Io Sky included. What's confusing to me is who was going to be meant to be heel in the match. If this was the card, the Jade Naomi storyline was completed or abandoned, and Jade was going to have no connection to Bianca here. Both Rhea and Bianca are popular as faces, so I would have just been confused. Match 7. For the WWE Undisputed Championship, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Now yes, we did get this match in fact at WrestleMania 41, but there's quite a few problems with this storyline and its execution, and who knows if this would have followed the same plan or a different one. There's not much else to say here except I would hope in this card, WWE was planning for Cena's heel turn and championship win to occur here on the event. It would have been a much bigger moment and would have had a lot more people talking. But would The Rock have been absent again? I mean, once this heel storyline is done with and his farewell tour is over, I will reflect back on the storyline to see if it was good or not, if it was the right decisions they've made. Right now, I don't feel good about the storyline. I feel it could have been executed differently, but let's see how this is going to play out. We have John Cena as World Heavyweight Champion right now, and it's exciting times ahead, hopefully. And the final match we'll be talking about for the World Heavyweight Championship, Seth Rollins versus CM Punk versus Gunther. I have mixed feelings about this match. I'm curious if it would follow the similar frame to the triple threat with Roman, but I'm curious as to how both Seth and Punk would have gone into this match. How would they both get a shot? Through Paul's favor? Shenanigans after Elimination Chamber? Gunther's brashness getting the best of him? Did I just pronounce Gunther two different ways? Possibly. This match does lack the element of Paul Heyman though, as he was a big focal point in this storyline, and he was primarily associated with the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Speaking of, where the is Roman Reigns on this card? Another big outlier for why I think this card is complete bull. But let me know what you think about these matches that almost happened at WrestleMania in the comments. A link to the screen grab will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate all support. Stay strange, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video.